Maryanne Elliott, the widow of Tommy Elliott, killed during the mass shooting at Old National Bank in April, in Frankfort today, pushing for change. You see her on the right there. She and other families making their case of support for a new bill which would regulate guns here in the Commonwealth. It is our top story at 6 o'clock. Hello, everybody. I'm Doug Proffitt. Lawmakers hearing testimony for a bill that would remove guns from the hands of those who are in crisis. Our senior reporter, Isaiah Kim Martinez, and senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton have been covering the emotional testimony and where lawmakers stand on this important issue.
Supporters of the CARR bill say it's all about mental health. Opponents, though, say it's gun control that violates the Constitution. Now, in this discussion, we got a sense of if there's a middle ground and whether those who have suffered most will move the needle. Maryanne Elliott walks up the steps in Frankfort early Friday morning for a high-stakes meeting. More than an hour early, the widow of the beloved Tommy Elliott, killed in the Old National Bank mass shooting in Louisville, sitting amongst a packed room, wearing a green scarf representing mental health awareness.
There have been 8 incidents of mass violence in our state just this year.
She was alongside others who lost loved ones in that tragedy. Jim Tutt's widow and son in the room. Josh Barrick's brother watching closely.
The shooter, while mentally ill, was in lawful possession of a firearm.
In front of a committee of lawmakers, Whitney Austin, a mass shooting survivor herself, advocated for CARR, a bill aimed at reducing mass shootings and suicides. It would allow law enforcement to temporarily remove guns from people deemed by a judge to be in crisis and potentially a threat.
And we've seen even in the most recent shootings, cases where people knew the shooter was struggling with this.
The bill's sponsor, Republican State Senator Whitney Westerfield, was met with support from Jeffersontown Police Chief Rick Sanders.
There are some people that have shown that they're suffering, and we need to take the firearm away from them before they can hurt themselves or others.
But there was also opposition from some Republican lawmakers.
We are told that we must do something. Yes, we must do something. We must fervently resist any effort to pass gun control legislation.
Do you believe that the presence of families here, as well as the testimony, will make some of these lawmakers oppose, go home and think a little bit tonight?
I think so. There's a lot of opposition to this, and again, I don't think it'll ever be unanimous. We'll work on it one vote at a time, one legislator at a time. I think there's more support for it than you're hearing.
Westerfield admitting to me there may not be enough support to pass this in 2024, but he says he and these families will continue to push this forward regardless. Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS 11 on your side.
In a statement about this today, Maryanne Elliott called the hearing a major step and said, quote, "I don't want any person to be forced to endure the pain of losing someone they love to gun violence. I miss Tommy every minute of every day, and there are thousands of families who miss someone they love too."